let's get into
Yeah,
finances this morning.
sure. Few financial institutions are offering leverage line of credit with the interest rate of 1.95%. I mean, 1.95%. Now, let me talk about leverage line of credit. In our community, most of our people, immediately they hear credit, they link it to credit card. Line of credit is not credit card. It is way better than credit card. You see, credit card, you cannot take money out of it. When you do, you are charged a very high interest rate. When it comes to line of credit, you are able to pull the money from that account without paying any fee at all. That's the beauty of line of credit. Line of credit is not a credit card in the sense that you can pull the money as cash without fee, and it's not a loan in the sense that when you make the payment, the money becomes available. Now, with this program that they're offering, it's a leverage line of credit. Leverage line meaning that you have to leverage it with something. Now, remember, when you are getting a house or credit card or something, you usually use your credit score to leverage it for the money. In this case, you are going to leverage it with your stocks, with your assets. Let me put it this: with your assets. It can be bonds, it can be CDs, it can be mutual funds, or 401k account that you are not contributing to it. You can leverage it for that money. And there is no limit of how much you could get. Some get millions of dollars, 500,000, 300,000. The minimum is about $25,000. Yeah. So it is a very great opportunity for people who have assets and they are looking for money to put down for housing or money to start or expand their business or to start a real estate investment. Or if you want to do a project back home, you have the money, you can, this is an opportunity for you to get the money and at the same time owning your assets. Now, this is how it does work. You have your assets and you are collateralizing it to get for the money. Whilst you own the assets, you also get the money to do your project. And once you make the payment, the money becomes available. And the interesting part is that it's an interest-based loan or interest-based line of credit. But you don't pay the actual principal. You only pay the interest. So the 1.95% is what you'll be paying every month. I think they are limiting it to 5 years. Then after 5 years, you have the opportunity to extend it, yes, for as long as you want. And this is not credit based. It's not something that you have to get a certain credit score in order to be approved. It doesn't matter. You can have 400 credit score and still get that money. And if you don't have assets and you have the physical cash doing projects, think about it. Let's say, for example, you have $50,000, you want to put it into a project back home in Africa. We all know, I don't want to go there, but let's face reality. Once you put that money back home in a project in Africa, that money is gone forever. You only have the project. There is nothing like refinancing. There is nothing like equity loan. There's nothing like that. And some of us can testify, Europe, if you don't have the money, whilst the mansion is back home. So how do we solve this problem? Well, this leverage line of credit gives you the opportunity for you to get your project back home built and at the same time having the investment here in America or in wherever that you find yourself in. So how does that work? You have your $50,000. Instead of putting into the project right away, you take a minute, you put it into an investment, and you use that investment to leverage it for the money. And these institutions that, by God's grace, have been introduced to, their interest rate is 1.95%. 1.95%. Uncle Sam, I don't know about you, but I have been on the planet for over 30 years. I've never seen a loan with an interest rate of 1.95%. Yeah, it is one of the best that you can ever get in a time such as this. So I want to encourage our people to take advantage of these things. And these are some of the little things that people do and achieve financial freedom, because you cannot work for money. You have to find a way to get money to work for you. And to me, this is one of the best ways to get money working for you and at the same time getting your project being done. It can be your
Go ahead.
401k, bonds, CDs, mutual funds, stocks, all these things that we have that we are not contributing to it. We can now leverage it and at the same time own the asset, get the money to do our project. Yeah, 1.9 interest rate is just for this season. Yeah. I wanted to clarify that.
Let's do a hypothetical here. If I put in 25,000 and then I use it as a collateral, get into the 1.95, and let's say they give me $40,000 to go and do my project for 5 years. Are we advising that if you receive that $40,000, you have to put in a project that will bring you a returns because you're going to pay this back?
All right, excellent. So this is how it does work. Once you get the money, you are paying the interest rate, and the promotion that they are doing is 5 years. And they do also have 3 years for 1.5 interest rate. All right. So if you go with the 5 years with 1.95%, at the end of the 5 years, you have to bring the money back, or you have opportunity to extend it because it's a line of credit. So a line of credit, usually line of credit operates on variable interest rates. But in this case, you are being locked in at a fixed interest rate of 1.95 for 5 years. So at the end of the 5 years, if you no longer need the money, then you bring it back. You'll be paying the interest rate 1.95 throughout the 5 years. All right, good. Then at the end of the 5 years, you have the option to bring the $40,000 or whatever amount that you have taken to bring it back and, of course, get your assets. Yeah. And if you want to hold on to your money, still use it for your project and that, then it get converted from fixed interest rate to variable interest rate. And remember, you still own the asset. So in this case, when the asset appreciates in value, you can go back and take additional money.
Yes. If somebody is interested, how does this person apply?
I know about 3 different institutions that are offering, but for the 1.95, so far, one institution that I've so far seen, so they can contact me. 512-999-6724. And I think I sent you a screenshot of mine that I did.
Yes.
You saw it, right? Yes. I know some people are going to be like, oh, 1.95, this is, too good to be true. Well, I have done it. I have personally done it. Yeah. And I shared the screenshot of it to you. Yeah. So it's not something
he shared that screenshot last night with me. Your fixed rate loan has been approved at interest rate at 1.950. Your annual percent rate is 1.9775. Contact starts date. Man, you have taken the money already.
Oh yes, I need it. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, so in the chat room is 512-999-6724. 512-999-6724. That is the number to reach out to Chris Nana OT. So you can reach out to Chris if you have more information. For those of you who have more money in your 401k, you want to leverage it for other projects, please reach out and then take advantage of this opportunity. The rich are getting richer and the poor is getting poorer.